All right, Jason's back. He's won another locals, this time with another green deck, actually.
Yeah, I'm just a real green gamer. If someone playing Imperial, we have a really good Imperial player on locals. I don't think I'm the best Imperial player. He's got some event tops.
But you did beat him today. So
I did beat him today, yeah.
Does that mean you topped the... Let's go.
Maybe. But I play it quite differently to him. So I think I disagree with him on a lot of choices, but that's just play style.
Yeah, that's fair.
But let's get into it then.
Let's go.
I play the same egg. I don't really think there's any. I don't think there's really anything you can change here. I just play the 4 of.
Draw card good.
Yeah, draw card good when you have green. First off, probably the difference is I really like this guy. I really like this Veemon. I play the 4 of. He's usually the one I want to see in the back. And unless my hand was like really, really, really bad, this is pretty much always the one I want to play in the back.
Yep. Cheap Evo good, draw card.
Yeah, cheap Evo good, draw card, like really, really, really good. I'm always setting up to enable this guy so I can get a bunch of draws and so I can get it out for cheaper. And it's like whether that's having the Tamer set up so you have the right amount of memory or your boosts, this is like the guy that I'm building my plays around.
Yeah, and now that Stingmon's at 1, this has the same inheritable, right?
This I hit the draw. Sometimes I hit the Stingmon and 2 of these and like the egg, and I'm like, you draw 6 per attack. 6. So it's like you draw. Right. I mean, you're 3 per attack plus the egg. So it's like sometimes you draw 7 in your swings, and it's like you unsuspend with dragon mode, and you draw another 3, and it's like I drew half my deck like today in one of the matches. Like I just swung in for 7 draws, and it was like okay, when we'd be seeing.
So what you're saying is, Ben, I hit the wrong card.
Yes. Yeah. this guy's too cracked. There's no way he gets hit because he's good in Magna.
True. That's a good point. They're allergic to hitting Magna.
Play the good Search of Veemon. This guy's like really good.
End of turn DNA and Search card.
End of turn DNA. He's slightly better because I play more Davises than I do than Kens because I play the Daiken and some Davises, so he's slightly better than the Wormmon, but otherwise they are functionally identical.
Yep.
I think the Wormmon can be sometimes better because Togemoge is a little bit better than Lydramon. So like you ideally want to have like more Togemoges and Lydramons. You'll see how many I play. It's like sometimes Wormmon's better, but
Veemon's new Lydramon soon.
Yeah, I don't know how good that guy is though.
Well, it's better than the old one, I can tell you that.
I play one of this Wormmon. The Virus Imperial Crimes also work here, where you just get to play him out off your Daiken, or you just hard play him and you Evo for 1. So you get it. The suspend is sometimes relevant, sometimes really good. Like if you're stun them out and it survives and you want to get your second like attack in, you can suspend with this before the Imperialdramon effect, so you can get the unsuspend. But it's kind of a niche. It does do nice against Examon, where you suspend them and they unsuspend and you go, no, I suspend you again and then I get to unsuspend.
Yeah.
But this is mostly just for the trash effect in the mid to late game. Kind of sucks you have to pay 1 to Evo in.
Yeah.
But it's just mostly I get a piece back from trash. Then I play this guy as well, which is a bit weird for some people. For me, a lot of time when you have 1 Daiken out, I mean, if you push this guy out and you have the Daiken out, you gain the memory, they leave you at 1, you go to 2, and then you can like Evo up for 2, Evo up. So it's like you've got your combo then, even if they leave you at 1 with just the Daiken and this guy in the back.
Right.
Or vice versa, if you have a DNA 1 in the back, you play this with Daiken, Evo up on the other way, then Evo on this one, because you get the memory on the Evo as well.
Yeah.
So this guy is really important in my opinion, just for I have 1 Tamer out, it's Daiken, and I need to be able to combo without any extra setup, right? Yeah. Like I've just played my level 3 in the back, played Daiken out, it's turn 2, full combo baby.
Yeah, you did do this to me today with this game. I remember.
And if you have 2 Daikens, he's like super nasty as well, because you can play him out first, and then another one, and then you just gain a memory.
Yeah, for sure. Combos.
The best Veemon. This guy is
he
incredibly
dodged the
good.
ban list.
Yeah, you need the jamming, you gain the memory. Like this is like an incredibly strong card. Like they really should have done something about it, because like he has no downsides. Like there's never I want to have a different Veemon. I never want a different blue one.
I thought he was going to take the fall, but
they didn't. You always want to see this guy. One of this guy, just because you need the jamming, right? And jamming is too important. Sometimes you can do some stupid stuff when their board's empty and you go into this guy, swing, and then DNA.
Yeah, if they don't have like an ace threatening, you can do it old school.
Yeah, which is kind of funny, but the jamming is really important. So like you kind of always want to see one of these jamming inheritables. And then obviously the memory sting. I always liked this guy at a high ratio. Even before the ban list, I played like a 3-2. I played 3 of this guy and 2 of the draw one. It's like I always really liked the
It was an
memory
easy
game.
switch.
Yeah, for me, it was just one card change.
Yep.
The memory game is really nice. The piercing is really good. Sometimes it's not good though, which is why the draw one was nice.
Yep.
But usually, if you're playing fast, if you're seeing everything the high roll, this guy's the better one because you get to go into it with less setup because of the memory gain, and you pierce over whatever small stuff they have on board, and you just keep going. You just turbo out.
Yeah, makes sense.
Obviously, one of the ban card, restricted card. It's restricted for a reason. It's really good. Sometimes you need the reduced play cost to play it out. But a lot of the time, it's just kind of for the draw. It's not really that relevant, which is why a lot of times this guy was better because it enabled you to do a combo you can't do with this one. But so 3-2 was the ideal ratio, but not really much of a difference. That 4-1.
Not really, yeah. You hard slam it, you still gain one back when you DM it.
So I play a mixed ratio of these. I just do one of each. I think Tregemoge is just better.
Yep.
The effect's really nice. The blocker is really nice. Sometimes you get some hilarious situations where you have a Imperialdramon or you built your stack up, and they go, "Cool, I'm going to pop your stack," like and then swing in for the game. You can't ace then because you won't have any target to ace on, and then this guy slides out, and you have a blocker suddenly, and you're like, what do I do now? And you've just. It's happened a few times, and it's kind of hilarious, especially when you take their sources, but just being able to evo this guy up and just having a blocker is kind of really value. This guy's for your floodgate hopping, really. I don't really, obviously because they're green and blue if you're missing one, but the jamming is so important that I think you don't want to use these to replace your Veemon usually.
This also outs Magna X if they attack.
Yep.
You just strip the Magna.
Yeah. Yep.
And you just go, oh, yeah. You have no Magna, you don't really stand or anything.
Unless they go into a 5 first,
Yeah.
like the Honkunmon or the Mega Seedramon now.
Yep.
It kind of stops Magna as well. It's kind of just... I want to run 2 of them, but I run more Veemons than I do Wormmons, so I can't really justify running 2 of them. So I'm in a weird situation with that. But
Fair.
I think the Togemoge is better. And then 4 of this guy. He's
Oh, yeah. Best card.
obviously he's really, really good. Kind of dumb. There's not really much to say about it. Just
Why is this card better than Xamon, X anybody?
yeah,
It's got so much text.
because it does a lot. It's
very good.
like it's explaining partition, and then when Digimon to spend them, and then you get to unsuspend. There's not really much to say about this card. It's just everything it does is really, really, really good, and it's like the core of the deck.
Absolutely.
Then I play 2 of this guy. I'm really torn about playing the starter deck one. Like I think I might go to 1 starter deck one and then 1 of this guy. I really like the stun, which is like why I run this guy with the starter. The starter deck, the difference is this guy strips all their sources, and then if they have something with no sources, you get to stun. They can't attack, right? It doesn't stun them. But the starter deck one, bottom deck something 6 scale less, which is not useful, but it unsuspends. So it's like, do I want the extra attack or do I want the extra control? I definitely play in a more control-y style, but sometimes you need the extra attack. The end of attack does come in quite useful sometimes, surprisingly, which I don't think... Yeah, it's surprising how often it comes in with some of the other stuff that I play, you'll see, but I think you could play any ratio or with the other Imperialdramon. You always want to see this guy, so it's like... I haven't seen him. Very rarely is this one better. I think the only times you might play this is if they have like... I think Angels is the only matchup you might play this guy over this guy.
Right.
Just because you're like, they have so many aces, you're like, yeah, I strip your entire board.
Yeah.
And sometimes you hit like 3 aces, and it's like, yeah, if you have Dry King, you can do that as well, but like you might not be able to do everything you want, and like this guy just... Sometimes you
he
play,
can do it
you're
without
playing Angels, and you're just, I go to 10. And you're just like, okay, I'm just building a new stack anyway, so this guy was just to get the memory. Like, he was just the true printer. 2 Hexablows. Hexablow busted card. I kind of want to play 3. Deck space very tight. Getting Tamer hate, really good. Stripping, really good. Locking out hybrids and locking out a lot of decks, just really, really good. Very important in the mirror as well. Incredibly good card. I don't think there really is much to say about Hexablow. Incredibly good.
Best card.
2 of this Dragon mode. This guy is... A lot of people don't like him, but I'm playing him because I'm also playing another fighter mode, so
Right.
I kind of really like that. He's pretty much, in my opinion, just an extender, right? You can play the starter deck version, and if you have the pieces, you extend, but it's 4 cost to go into. Because like if you play a lot of the Primogenitor and your HPD, it's a kind of like equivalent, but you just need more pieces, while this guy kind of extends on his own. You stun their Tamer and you get an extra attack. That can be for game, and you can threaten, they can't ace you. I really like it.
Setting this up with the Primo is like the scariest thing when you're the opponent. Because
Yeah.
you're like, I can't. There's just so many things you can't do or
Yeah.
you're scared to do because you're playing into like an ace or a Primo.
And if you have that
or
partition underneath and you're just like,
Yeah.
if I kill it through effect, he partitions. If I kill it through like any other thing, they get the Primo, so they can partition and then Evo.
Yeah, and then
if I
Evo.
try to do anything, he can Evo. It's just
Yeah,
a
if
very
I pop
scary
like a
setup.
training, I can lose.
He's
play a
kind of
Digimon.
nasty.
Yeah.
He does need the Tamer, which is like one thing you got to watch out for. Make sure people don't cheat you on
Right,
that.
he does need the team.
Because the effect is only active with the Tamer.
Gotcha.
I do play one starter deck one. This should be medieval, but I also play Zafargamon, and I'm kind
Staying
of.
in there.
I don't want to move. I only have 4 medievals. I am not that blinged out, so I'm just playing this guy to replace medieval or Invisimon. Can go here. He's kind of nice as an extender. I do play HPD, as you'll see, and I do play a Primogenitor, so like it works when you hit it.
Yeah.
But this really could be any like meta tech. Like I don't think he's a part of the core of the deck, while like this guy is.
Right.
One fighter mode ace. Being able to ace on top of your Imperialdramon is really important. Ace on top of this guy, really good. Works as an extender because you can go into this guy, unsuspend, then go into this guy for 2 more. Like if you're balling out with memory, attack in, unsuspend, attack in again.
Yeah.
Like you just
Kill
bottom
if you have
deck
enough memory.
so much. It's like it works with this guy because this is not once per turn, so you can attack with this, and you just boom, boom, and like you just. He's kind of really good. He's the ace. Like you ace on top. I think it's really important to have at least one ace. Personally, I don't really like playing decks without aces.
Yeah, great.
Aces are kind of cracked. And one of this guy. This is a stupid card.
The spice.
The dumbest card to exist in the game.
No scramble.
Yeah, can't scramble, can't play your tamers. I hit your shit in security. I don't care, right? You don't get him out. Nothing. Like he just locks down stuff, trashes, and then if he survives, you're like, yeah, I raid piercing over, kill you. Oh, I took another security. Guess I'll trash another. Guess I'll pop your other thing. Like he just. If he resolves on board and you do not remove him immediately, your board just gets deleted turn after turn after turn after turn. Like the game's over. And the fact you can go on top of him with this guy, and he works with Primogenitor, so like you can go into this to save it, is just stupidity, right? Like they attack, you're like, yeah. This isn't just like the fighter mode. You're like, oh, I bottom deck them. I have the protection. Like this guy's like, trash your security. You can't play your shit out. You can't do anything. You're done, right? This card is like, if this card could straight go on top of Imperialdramon, you'd play like at least 2 or 3 of them, right? I play him as the one of just because you have to have the dragon modes really, and like in this deck you can't even go on top of the Imperialdramon and not get the full effect. Like you just can't go on top of them. So
Yeah, wrong colors.
yeah, so it's like use the black box.
Imperial deck that could play it.
Yeah, this ironically is really good against red purple Imperial. Like, the Virus Imperial loses to this card as well.
Good in the mirror.
It's hilarious for that. This card's absolutely not. I think there's no way you can justify not at least playing one copy of it if you're playing Dragon mode. Especially if you play this Dragon mode, you have to. Even this Dragon mode, he can go on top of for 2, and he's like insanely good. Like this Dragon mode's like really good because you go on top of it, spit out, then you go on top of this for an extra check, for extra trash, and you floodgate them out, and they can't do shit, and you can just partition. Like it's
DNA. Yeah.
it's dumb. Like the amount of aggression you can get with that. One Palliace.
You kind of got to play it.
This card's kind of better right now than it used to be, just because there's so many white level 7s with the Omniacs being played. A lot of the time, he's just there for your Primogenitor protection, as well as for just, I'm about to deck out because I draw so many cards. I'm just going to go into this guy to reset my own trash, get 10 cards back in there.
Yep. The no lose button.
Sometimes, like, he blows out the game. If they're running Omniacs and you go, oh, I go into this guy, steal turn with the 3 memory for putting Omniacs in the bottom, and then
keep
just
swinging.
Yeah, you just win. But that's incredibly rare. He's more for like, I'm going to deck out because I draw a lot and just for protection effects.
Yeah, threatening the Primo.
Obviously, you run 4 of this stupid Tamer. I do not think you ever go down on that.
It's correct.
I really want to see how much of my deck is built around being able to combo with just one of this guy on board. I kind of am like, I need to see him. My opening hand of like 2 Veemons and this guy and like some other pieces, I'm like, perfect opening hand. I will Evo in the back, hard play this guy. We're off to the races.
100%.
He's cracked. 2 of the Davis. memory setters are good. Loza will always put you to 1 if you have never versed him. He will always put you to 1.
This is factual.
Amen.
You cannot play locals without memory setters. I hate it. People do not do this as much in regionals and stuff. They're always leaving
just
you
a
at random.
Loza thing.
Just Loza will leave you at 1. If you watch his videos, he will always combo from 1 because that's what he will do. He will put you to 1 every time. You cannot play without the memory setters. You have to have them. People run them at 1. Not at my locals. You got to run 2 because Loza's here and he will put you to 1.
It's so true.
2 of them. He's a good searcher. And he's the anti-Loz tech. 2 of this. I think this card's kind of clunky. You kind of would think you'd run a lot of them to enable your combos and set you up. But too often it's difficult to play this because you've got Tamers you want to play out. You've got searchers you want to play out.
Yeah.
It's kind of a clunky card. Sometimes with a Daiken and one of these on board, you have a lot of combos. So I kind of don't want to see too many of these. 2 is what I found works. I feel like when you go less, you don't see it enough, and you sometimes do need. It's another combo enabler apart from your Tamers.
Yeah.
So it's like you kind of want to see more of it. It's the 5th and 6th Tamer kind of thing situation for me.
Yeah.
But if you see it too much, then it's like, well, it's just worse. But HPD. It's a green deck. It's really good.
Dino B's on there. You got
Yeah, like you going into your dragon modes, you're going into like the starter deck dragon mode. Sometimes you're even just really bricked and you're like, oh no, not that guy. That doesn't work with him. Sometimes you're just really bricked and you have your sting and you're just like, cool, I go into this guy just so I can do something and play the game, right? Like you push out a sting, like I'm not seeing anything, HPD, go into this guy. You can maybe get an unsuspend if you have something else on board, like you have a Daiken and no pieces, and you can at least get some draws. Like sometimes you just need to go into this guy, and then you go, cool, I go into a level 6 on top, and I can play the game. Like you go into a dragon mode, and you're like, cool, I'm playing the game now. Finally, I'm doing something, which is kind of crazy because you would think it doesn't happen, but like it happens more than you would expect. I find probably the biggest use of HPD is when I'm for like a combo extension is when I'm in Imperialdramon, I do my 1 attack, unsuspend, and then I'm like, okay, I can extend if I have, but I don't have more ways to do it. So like I can HPD, if I had more memory, I could extend further, but HPD enables you to do that as well. So you can go into this guy, spend yourself, go into this guy, unsuspend, right? And you've got the same amount of attacks, but like you can then go into the ace if you only have 2 memory, or you can go into the fighter mode, so you trash a secure, like the red-purple fighter mode, if I could find my cards.
Oh yeah, because it's only 2 now.
Yeah, so you can go into one of these. If you only have 2, you're like, oh, I just do this, stun a Tamer, go into one of these 2. This guy gives you 2 extra attacks. This guy trashes the security and gives you the attack. There's like sometimes you just, I need the extension.
Yeah, fair.
And this card's kind of the same. I want to run 2 of this, maybe, kind of. It's really bricky if you run more.
True.
It's a really weird card. I'm happy with the split here because it's basically 2, but this guy's like for 2 you go into this guy and you get the protection, or you can go into that. It's the same card.
People say like put this to 1, and I'm like, they play 1 or 2. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, that is a terrible hit. Like, what are you guys talking about?
I think the other people who play more of it is when they run a bunch of the starter deck 1, and it's like, if you run 3 of this guy and you're like, I just want to DNA like a machine, and I'm just spitting out my Sting 1s and X of these and just combining up again, and I want to OTK you, run like 3 of them, right? But
Yeah, fair.
I don't really like, I don't see it. Like, it's not how I like to play. I feel like this guy's, you require too many pieces. Like the deck already really needs to see a lot. So going all in on this, like when I played the style with a bunch of these and a bunch of this and then the one of this, I felt like you make the deck even less consistent, and the deck needs to go fast. Like you want to just go into, a lot of time you want to go to Hexablade out, or you want to go into this. Like I play Toolboxy.
Yeah, fair.
I think Veemon's really great option as well. I'm mostly playing this guy. Like this guy I like at 3, but it's a bit too much. Like I want to play more of these. All the medieval, all the Veemon, and it's like if you cut this guy, then this guy's worse, and it's a whole mess. I do think 2 of these and then medieval here instead is enough, because you'll see that and you can see it enough, because you can search this guy for your Veemons and Wormmons because it has Imperialdramon in name.
Oh right, yeah.
So unlike the medieval and unlike your Hexablouse, like he is searchable, so it's not too difficult to find.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's kind of odd. Like I think the 2-2 ratio works great with the 2 of this guy. I realized I have full arts for these and I didn't actually put them in yet. Oops.
Next profile. Next.
Yeah. So and I think this guy is like the one flex slot the deck has. I think Medieval's the best in it. I want to try and Veemon, which I've got a copy. I'm going to borrow off someone and try it out in this slot. Or Medieval. I think that's just like the meta matchup. And then what you're expecting to face is what you put in this slot, and the rest of the deck's kind of 80% of it's pretty much like locked in, and there's only a few ratios you really have. The slots are really, really tight in this deck, and if you want to cut out certain packages, you're going to put in completely different other cards who have their own problems. It's a really weird deck-to-deck build. It's both very linear in that there's just you play the main stuff, and that's really good, and also kind of how you play and what kind of combos you want to see determines the small ratio changes you have, which really changes how the deck plays. But I think that sums up how I play Imperial in this profile of them.
Sweet. Well, congrats on winning. Catch you for the next green deck top and locals profile.
The Green Master here.
Let's go.